Part1 viewers, welcome to MouShauk. Today I'll start with a new chapter that is skin on biology according to ICSE syllabus class 9. Okay, so before I start, I will request you to please subscribe my channel if you have not subscribed yet or if you are a new viewer to my channel. And if you are liking the video, press the like button, share with your friends so that they can also be benefited from this video. And do meditate before you start your day. Okay. So we'll start with the short meditation. And for that, let us concentrate on a concept line. Think that life is a source of energy. Okay. And that is helping you to relax, to energize yourself, to refresh your mind, and you can feel whatever you're studying, you can store them in your mind. More things you can store, and more things you can replicate. So that will help you to store and replicate well, and so you can work with your guide, with your application. So more interest in doing anything. So, opinion to feel and putting the and the system. Okay, so come back to the question that is skin. Okay. So we have seen on our skin sometimes freckles, sometimes rashes, acne, sometimes dark spots, and other many skin related problems. Like we have also seen some white patches on the skin. So for these, we consult a skin specialist, a skin doctor, or skin specialist. Okay, any other disorders, skin disorders, any for cosmetic procedures. Okay, and other treatments. We also consult from dermatologist. He is also a skin doctor. Okay? He or she is a skin doctor. So to fix on any of these problems, they need to be that is how this happened, what is happening on the screen, that has to be known. For that reason, we need to know what is skin. Okay. So we students should know about the organ. The skin is also an organ. Okay? And other organs of the body for future purposes. The skin is the organ with which we can feel the touch sensation. We have the touch sensation. Okay. Hot, cold. Okay. So these for these reasons we should study skin. Okay. So what first we need to know what is skin. Why should we study the skin? So that is why for these reasons, that is to know what happens, what are the problems that we are facing or with which we can feel, okay, that sensation, feeling sensation, okay, that touch feeling sensation, feeling hot, feeling cold, okay, all these sensations. So these comes from the skin. Okay. Then we should know what is skin. Skin is the outermost covering of our body, and it is the largest organ. Okay. And it accounts for 15% of an adult's total body weight. It is almost impermeable barrier. Okay, it is an almost impermeable barrier because it protects us from what? Entry of the germs. Okay. So it is an almost impermeable barrier. Now, what are the functions of the skin? Primary function is protection. That is from any mechanical shock, by pricking or from any uh, burning object if we touch. So that first the skin gets affected than the underlying parts. Then it prevents excessive loss of water by evaporation from harmful substances or disease causing germs. It also protects us against excess ultraviolet light. It also protects us. It also protects us from the excess ultraviolet lights. Okay, it serves as a sense organ, I told you, from touch, pain, pressure, heat, etc. Then it prevents loss of heat in cold weather and facilitates loss of heat in hot. Okay, sorry. Prevents loss of heat in the cold weather and it facilitates to uh, store the heat during hot weather. Okay. So what happens? It facilitates to lose heat during the hot weather. It's not loss of heat. It facilitates to lose the heat during hot weather. So what happens when cold weather comes? The heat which is inside the body, that is maintained, that is retained in our body by the skin. And in the hot weather, it will move away, it will give away the heat which is present in the skin so that the body feels warm. The body feels cool. Okay. It stores reserve food in the form of a layer of fat, which is contained in special fat cells. Okay. Now, it assists in the process of excretion of water, like salt, and to a very limited extent, urea. This is the way, that is excretion process, that helps to lose our heat by perspiration during hot weather. When we lose our heat, lose our body heat with the help, in the process of perspiration, when we perspire, sweat comes out and this heat is lost from our body so that we can feel cool. Okay. Synthesize vitamin D when exposed to sunshine. Okay, when the body is exposed to sunshine, the skin converts, skin produces vitamin D, synthesizes vitamin D. In wrinkled or punctured puckered form, wrinkle or puckered form, it gives a better grip in slippery or wet environments. Like when we work for some time in water, our hands, you can see the skin of our hands become wrinkled. Okay, and so when we are working in water for some time, we can the water substances, the water surface becomes, the substance surface which we are touching with our hand, that becomes slippery with water. But due to our wrinkled skin, we can grip that object very nicely. Okay, that is why it forms a better grip in slippery or wet environments. Okay, I think you have understood better. Okay? Now, structure of the skin. The skin has two layers. One is epidermis, the outer layer, and the inner one is dermis. Okay, so outer epidermis has three regions. One is stratum corneum, then granular layer, and stratum maligum. And dermis is a thicker layer, inner layer, which is thick enough, which has nerve endings, blood capillaries, elastic fibers, etc. Okay. Now, this stratum corneum is also called cornified layer. Okay. So, this is the outermost layer of the epidermis, which is made up of dead cells which are flat in structure. Okay? And these cells, they are in turn made up of fibrous structures which are protein. Okay, so fibrous structural protein which are known as keratin. Okay, fibrous structural protein, they are also called protein. Keratin. Okay, these cells continuously shed the outer, as it is an outer layer, outermost layer of the this one epidermis. So that will always continuously it will shed its cells, okay, dead cells, as it is made up of dead cells also. So it will lose its layer continuously. It will lose its cells, okay, and they are replaced by the cells from the deeper malpighian layers. Okay, this layer is tough, okay, and the function it provides resistance to mechanical damage, prevents entry of germs, and prevents loss of water. Okay, mainly this layer, as they are dead, they will not function as the living cells. Okay, that's why they resist the mechanical damage. Okay, and even the entry of germs also is resisted, and also it loss of water is also resisted by this layer. Then comes the granular layer, that is a middle layer which consists of 2 or 3 sub layers, but very thin layer it is. Okay, and it is made up of flattened cells again, and this layer is very thin. Gradually it gives to the outermost conified layer. It will move the cells to the outermost conified layer. Then comes the malpighian layer or the stratum malpighi. Innermost layer, it is the innermost layer which is made up of living cells. Okay, and its cells actively divide to form new cells. Layers has melanin pigment giving color to the body. It has this malpighian layer is mainly it's important because it has the melanin pigment which gives color to the body, color to the skin. Okay, the different quantities of this pigment is in different human races lead to form very light brown to dark coloration of the skin. So different races have different amount of melanin present in them. Okay, and that gives to the different coloration of the skin. Okay. In fair colored people on continued exposure to the sunlight, the face and other parts of the body get tanned. We have seen that when we are exposed to sunlight for a longer time, especially the fair persons, those persons, their skin will get tanned very easily. Okay, but when the exposure is cut down, that is when we come back to the shady area, and then the original conditions come back. Okay. Abnormal conditions of the skin pigmentation are leukoderma and albinism. These are 2 diseases which happen on the skin. Okay, abnormal condition that is. Leukoderma, it is also known as vitiligo. Okay, its skin pigmentation is lost from smaller or layered larger patches, okay, of different regions. So in different regions of the skin, small patches or larger patches are there where skin pigmentation is lost. Okay, that phase becomes whitish, pinkish in color. Okay, mainly whitish in color it becomes. Okay, then albinism is complete loss of skin pigmentation. The whole body skin is will lose that skin pigmentation. Even the hairs, eyebrows, eyelashes, or even iris also lose its pigmentation. Okay, the skin becomes pinkish due to the underlying blood capillaries. We know that skin has blood capillaries. So that due to these blood capillaries, the skin becomes pinkish. And albinism is a recessive trait. Okay, and it is caused due to inheritance. That means if the parent has this albinism, the child also get this disease. Okay, this abnormal condition. Okay, so this is the structure of the skin. See, first this layer, the outermost yellowish layer, that is the conified layer, stratum corneum. Okay. Then comes the thinner layer, flat cell layer, that is the granular layer. You can see flat cell, 2 or 3 layers are there. This is the granular layer. And then comes which give rise, when it will move to the stratum corneum layer by, gradually it moves to the stratum corneum. Now, then comes the stratum malpighi layer. Okay, big cuboid type of cells you can see. Cuboid cells you can see more large cells. Those are the Malpighian cells. These are living cells and they have what? They have blood capillaries. Okay. Oh, only this Malpighian layer. Below this Malpighian layer is the dermis. Okay. The dermis has nerve endings. Then blood capillaries. You can see the blood capillaries here. Then the glands are there, the sebaceous glands. Okay, these are the glands, sebaceous glands. Then hair follicles are there. These are the nerves. Then fat cells are there. These yellow colored bunches of cells, those are fat cells. Okay, these are the vein and the artery. Okay, these are the sweat glands. You can see sweat glands and sebaceous glands those are present in the dermis. We're coming to the dermis there now. We will discuss this dermis there. Before that, I will show you this. This picture. Okay. So this is epidermis. These 3 layers. That is cornified layer, stratum corneum, granular layer, and stratum malpighi. 3 consist of epidermis. Then is the dermis. Okay. Now we come to the dermis layer. It is the inner thick layer of connective tissue which are made up of elastic fibers. Okay, this is the tough and flexible layer, and on the soles, the dermis is very thick. Okay, on the palm and the soles. Okay, the dermis is very thick. In the eyelids and some other places, the dermis is very thin. Okay? Then it contains several other structures like blood vessels, nerve fibers, sense organs, then sensory organs, then hair follicles, sweat glands, sebaceous glands, etc. Okay. Outer region of the dermis lying to the epidermis. Outer region, which is just lying next to the epidermis, that has some raised numerous small processes. Okay, which are known as papillae, which contains blood capillaries and nerve endings. Okay, we come to the picture. See, this is the outer dermis, which is just below the epidermis. Okay, that has some papillae. These are the papillae. Okay, these are the papillae, which has nerve endings. Okay, then some glands, sensory corpuscles, with some glands are there. Okay, so these are the papillae. Okay. Okay. The nerve endings and sense organs here are concerned with touch and pain sensations. Okay. The nerve endings which are present in the skin, they give the sensation of touch and pain. The sharp sense of touch in the skin of the fingertips. Okay. Fingertips enables the blind to read the braille characters. With the touching with this tip of the finger, the blinds can read the braille characters. Now, some more sense receptors are in the deeper parts. They are concerned with, they can sense the pressure, pain, heat, cold, etc. Okay. Then some fat, I told you some fat cells are there. So beneath the dermis, we have some numerous fat cells. Okay, those are known as adipose tissue. Okay, they are present in the below the dermis, beneath the dermis as subcutaneous fat. Okay, and they serve as food reserve, heat insulating layer, and shock absorber. Okay, these subcutaneous fat, they act as food reserve, heat insulating layer, and shock absorber. Okay. So till then, go through this. If you have any doubts, please do write in the comment box, and also you can access my email ID kasturi74@gmail.com. Okay. And if you have any doubts regarding other chapters, you can also again write in the comment box or in the email ID also. Okay. So till then, goodbye, and do meditate before you start your day, and do stay tuned. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for joining, and have a good day.